Hello viewers and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network once again, and we continue to take a look on what is happening right here in the nation Zimbabwe. So according to the Newsday, the Zimbabwean government has been accused of trailing or surveilling on the United States of America ambassador, and this is something which is very important, and we need to understand what is happening. So the report is that the US ambassador has raised the concerns about being followed by Zimbabwean intelligence agents. And this is Pamela Tremont, and she has reported or complained to the government about alleged state security surveillance and increased tension between Washington and Harare. Remember, things are not well in Zimbabwe. We've seen so many accusations of interference from the Zimbabwean government to the United States of America government. And remember, Tremont came in around July and replaced Brian Nichols. And since then, we have seen so much accusations on Tremont herself. We have seen ZANU-PF people attacking her personality, and because she has been doing some things across Zimbabwe, and we have seen a lot of criticism targeting her. So right now, what is happening is that she recently sent a team to senior government officials to discuss about this matter. And let us take a look on how do ambassadors operate. If you go to any embassy, it represents a country, and the US embassy remains the sole property of America and is treated sovereignly, which means Zimbabwe cannot move its forces into the United States of America embassy. You can actually see politicians or political victims can even seek refuge under the embassies. And as long as they are within the parameters of those embassies, they are untouchable, or the government cannot go arrest them or touch them. And also another issue is that embassies do provide their own security, and the Zimbabwean security can only be involved when there is an intelligence report suggesting that the safety of the ambassador is not guaranteed. That is when they step in, but they need to have coordinated liaisons with those of the embassy. They need to inform the embassy, work together with the embassy. Because if you look at a country like America, they have the capacity to protect their own ambassador. So when you see the state security agents trailing, it really raises a lot of concerns, because she's not giving a complaint to say I'm being trailed by some unknown people. She's being trailed by known people. Those are the allegations right there. So if those allegations are true, then it becomes a problem. It then puts Zimbabwe in a very, very difficult position and place. So this is Ambassador Pamela Tremont, and we just pray that things goes smoothly between our two countries. We can no longer continue to have a cat and mouse relationship with other countries. So we need to understand that the United States of America is one of the critical partners right here in Zimbabwe. Look, we are using their currency. We are using almost their institutions in so many things. And that is something which is very concerning and very important to note. So Muroji says, clearly Newsday is out of depth with such garbage reporting diplomats are protected by the host country. There is nothing unusual about the CIOs following diplomats around. That is the exact reason they are specialized in number plates, so they can be easily identified. The issue right here is not about protection. If somebody is protecting me, is not following me around, it's somebody who I know that this person is a detail and protecting me. For example, if your president visits another country, if they are assigned protection from that country they have gone to, that protection team must be known by the protection team of the president himself. so that they work together, they collaborate. But when you see something like people following around an ambassador, and just like that, it becomes a problem. So, it has been answered right here. Let us take a look onto this one. Okay. Okay. Let me try to check. I no longer see the response which I wanted to use right here, which is very, very important. Another one says, all ambassadors are not allowed to travel 40 kilometers away from their embassy without government approval. Problem is the people she meets. How can government sit and watch while you meet every time with its enemies? It's not about getting approval per se, but it's about informing the government about where you are traveling to. If they are traveling to Victoria Falls, they simply advise the government, we will be traveling to Victoria Falls, and these are the details. They liaise on the traveling, in the security setup and everything else. But if it is known that she's traveling to Victoria Falls and some announced people are behind her, what does it mean? And what it means is that will prompt the security team to investigate and look, and they'll say, okay, these are state security agents who are following us. So it then raises a lot of questions as to why is that happening? Because the moment the government agrees that travel to Victoria Falls, there is need for them to actually then liaise on the type of people who are going to be part of the security, or the kind of security she expects to get in that place where she is going. So that is very, very clear. And if these allegations are true, then it becomes a problem. And I believe that the government of Zimbabwe know the protocols and know how to resolve these issues. They need to deal with these issues so that we don't continue to have a negative publicity as a country. Zimbabwe has been isolated by almost every country, and it's a problem. Petronella, thank you very much for coming. We are okay from this side, and we continue to look deep into what is happening right here in the nation of Zimbabwe. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming. Let us meet in other episodes as well as other broadcasts.